Hello student, welcome back to Oriented Academy. Today we are going to study our important topic, that is your business services. Here you can see an image, and from the watching image you can find out that we are going to study about our different services, whether it's related with the insurance, transportation, communication, telecom, postal services, professional and support services, financial services, warehousing, banking, and many more. So, what are the business services? Before understanding this particular topic, we will understand what are the basics of services, what is services, and how it is important in a present modern scenario, and how it is important from the business point of view, and how the business are providing services to the society, and they are benefiting to the economy and the people living in the economy. So, before starting a particular topic, let me help you to understand its introduction. Every business depends on a wide range of support activities to function efficiently. These support activities, known as a business services, that assist organization in carrying out the various functions that is related with the production, distribution, communication, financing, storage of goods, etc. Without these services, business would find it very difficult to manage its customer requirements and achieve their financial or any other objective. Sometimes they have to achieve their sales objective, revenue objective. Sometimes it is required for existence of a business. So, business services, which are very much prominent in the present day scenario, and most of the peoples are consuming the services on 24 by 7, and they are regularly consuming these services day in and day out, and every time they are focusing on these kind of services, whether they are in their house, whether they are in their house, and whether they are out of their house support, whether they are in a business and out of the business, every time they are consuming the services. So let me help you to understand more. Without these services, business find it very difficult to meet the customer requirement and achieve their objective. As industries expand and the market becomes more competitive, the importance of specialized services providers has increased significantly. Institutions such as banks, insurance companies, transportation service or agencies, warehouse, postal organization, telecommunication services, and the provider contribute to the smooth functioning of the business operations. Although these organizations may find not manufactures good themselves, they create value by facilitating the commercial activities. Because as you know that these kind of services are very much prominent in the present day economy, and whether it's related with the bank and insurance or health, every time you are getting the different kind of services at your doorstep. Sometimes you have to go out of your house, go out of your business to avail these services. Sometimes as a manufacturer you have to use the transport services, you have to use the warehouse services. As a service provider, you have to send the postal post and letters to the different level or different organizations. So sometimes you have to send the document as well. So while sending the important document, you are taking the assistance of the postal organizations. Sometimes you are using the telecommunication services in your mobile phone, in your fax machine, in your video conferencing. So every time you are using your different telecommunication service, and it is definitely required for a smooth functioning of the business operations. So these services are very much important and play a crucial role in today's economy. So business service therefore act as an essential link between the producer and the consumer, enabling enterprises to cooperate efficiently in a dynamic business environment. So what is the concept of services? Let's understand this particular point. A service is economic activities performed to satisfy the need of the customer without resulting in the transfer of ownership of any specific tangible product. Service is very important. It's basically economic activities because it based on the production and the consumption of its services. Whenever you have a requirement of a particular service, it will produce and it is offered to you, and definitely it has a power to satisfy the need of the consumer. So definitely it will be uh, a particular service, and but it is backed by the tangible product. Service cannot alone be given to a customer because customers cannot touch, feel, and experience, touch, feels, and make the product, make the service more viable on its own. It is definitely should be supported by a tangible product. Suppose you are entering a saloon, you are taking the service of the saloon and its employees. So in the same way, service is an economic activities. It will give you the value, and against it, you are giving them money. You are giving them value in terms of rupees. So service is a basically economic activity that will definitely satisfy the need and requirement of the customer along with the production of the services. So, but it is very much important. It is definitely supported by a tangible aspect. In a, whether it, you are in a saloon, you are using different product available over there in terms of a shampoo or any other items related with the yours related with the saloon and its services. So, unlike the good, a service is experienced rather than possessed. Its value lies in the benefit received by the customer rather than in a physical object. So service may be offered by individual, private organization, and the government institution. They support both the personal need and the business activities that play an increasingly important role in the modern economies. Service definitely are very much required by individual and various other organizations, governments, institutions, and many other organizations which are purely based on the service factor. Suppose, for example, if you want to send the money, then you need a service of banking. If you want to get insured of your product, get insurance of your product, get insured yourself, and sometimes you need to get your car, your bus, your transportations, or any other vehicle that need to be insured because it will definitely part of your service production and service consumption. So definitely you have to take the service of insurance. Transportation is required to send the goods from one locality to another. Communication is important. Once you are sharing your message over the internet, over the mail, and over your mobile phone or video conferencing. So this is the way your communication is being used as a service factor. Healthcare, in your healthcare services, you have to use the service of hospitals, medical dispensary. Everywhere you are using the different services. Warehousing, you are using the service of warehousing. Warehousing definitely is very much required by the manufacturer and the producer who are basically producing the goods in a large quantity and storing in the warehouse, and they are supplying the goods stored in these warehouses in the particular market as and when it is required. Hospitality, it's related with the tourism and travel management and the hotels. So every time you are consuming and producing the services, and this is very much fundamental from the service point of view. Hospitality is basically a service industries. You are just availing the services, you are just experiencing the services, you are just observing the services, which is basically backed by the particular product and a particular utensils, vessels, and many more items might be there. Next and last is you are using the consultancy services. Suppose you are taking the consultancy from the doctor, from the CA, from the CS, from the lawyer, and many other person who are providing or busy in providing the services or consultancy services to the various customer or various consumer as and when required. So all these are type of services which are very much available or very much required by the economy. And you are not only producing the goods but also you are producing the services. So service become a very important aspects of your business. Service is becoming a very important, fundamental, or you can say pivotal aspects of your business. So in this case, your service factor or service industry play a important role in this case. Now let's understand the nature of the services. As you understand about the product is a physical element which is definitely help you to satisfy your want, but it is not the case of service. Service possess certain characteristics that distinguishes them from the physical goods. These features influence the manner in which the services are produced, delivered, and consumed. First element of the service is your intangibility. As you can see that product is a tangible, you can touch it, you can feel it, you can share it with others, you can have a ownership. But service is a not a tangible goods. You cannot, you only feel it. You cannot you cannot own it. You cannot touch it. You cannot see it, but only you can experience it. So one of the most important characteristics of the service is that they have a no physical existence. Suppose you are in a saloon, they are just providing you the service, right? After taking the availing the service, you just feel how the saloon service is being provided to you. So there is no physical existence of the services. They are just backed by the product which will give you or help you to avail the service. So they will definitely charge some amount by in against the of providing the services. So a customer cannot see, touch, smell, and examine a service before purchasing it. Instead, the value of a service is judged through the experience it provide after the delivery. So product you can touch, you can smell, you can have an ownership, but service cannot be produced. Service cannot be touched. Service cannot be seen, but it just followed by our experience. And after delivering our service, after delivering a particular product, you can have some kind of feeling and a gesture from that service. Then only you feel that your good is best, and you can continue our particular product that will give you the good amount of feeling that will be a part of service. So service follows the intangible element. Since service cannot be displayed like a physical product, service provide often build the customer confidence through reputation, quality standard, testimonial, or efficient performance. For example, medical consultation, legal services, advice, teaching, banking assistance. All these are having the element of intangibility. You cannot touch the medical service provided by a medical consultant. You cannot touch a legal advice, but only you can avail the lawyer services in this case. You cannot own the teacher. You cannot buy a particular teacher. You just taking the service of a teacher to teach you a particular uh, particular subject or any other things that you want to learn. Banking's assistant, when you visit a particular bank, banking person will give you the services regarding the cash withdrawal or the cash deposit, but you are not owning to the particular bank, right? So these are the element of services in which you just have to feel the services, experience the service, but you cannot touch or have an ownership of these services, or even you cannot see these services. Next, you will have a inconsistencies. Product might be consistent, product might be in its good shape and identical, but service cannot be in a consistent format, right? Every time you visit a salon, a different person will definitely give you the service, but it will be of different quality, it will be of different feeling, it will be of different experience. You will definitely observe through their service. So quality of the service may not remain identical on every occasion, since most services are delivered by the people and variation in skills, right? Experience, attitude, and working conditions can affect the customer satisfaction. Even the same employees may provide different level of service at a different time. So as a result, maintaining the complete uniformities in service quality is often difficult. So product might be identical, product might be in the same shape, same size, same color, but your service even cannot be in any color, in and not in a shape. You can just feel the standard of the services, but it will not be consistent. Even though you are visiting a particular hotel and you demand a particular food in a restaurant, definitely, once you visit that hotels and the second time you visit that hotel, and there will be definitely a variation in the quality of the services. So there is a definitely inconsistency in terms of service you receive from the particular service provider. For example, customer support may vary from a one employee to another. Different teachers may explain the same topic using the different method, right? So there is an inconsistency in terms of service, in terms of teaching, in terms of any saloon service, in terms of any hotel service. So there might be inconsistency. Next is inseparability. Your product might be used later whenever you require. You can use your mobile phone as a product as and when required. Suppose you purchase a new mobile phone, but if you don't want to use it right now, you can place it somewhere, or even you can use after 2 months or 3 months, or say after 10 days, 5 days, as per your choice. But service cannot be placed somewhere, service cannot be stored. When you demand a service, production of the service would take at the same time. So there is an inseparable part of the service which cannot be produced and cannot be stored for further use for or in future use. So unlike the manufactured goods, service are generally produced and consumed simultaneously. In most cases, the service cannot exist independently of the service provider. Participant of the both the provider and the customer is often necessary for a successful service delivery. Therefore, production and consumption occur together. For example, if you visit a particular agency related with the tourism or any other banking service. So whenever you demand a particular hotel, when you demand a particular thing, then definitely they will provide you. After charging a certain amount from you, they will definitely book a room for you. They will definitely book a taxi for you. But it will only be possible once you demand and they will produce. Once you demand and they will produce. So simultaneously, production and consumption of the service should be there. You cannot store the service for a future use. In the same way, if you need a banking services, then you have to take the service of the bank, and you need to present or need to visit the particular bank, then only they can give you the service. So in the same way, when you have a consumption for a service, then then the producer need to produce a service for you. So participant of the both provider and the consumer is often necessary for a successful service and delivery. Therefore, production and consumption occur together. For example, doctor examine the patient while providing the treatment. A teacher deliver a lesson while a student receive it. A barber provides a haircut in the customer presence. Right? Doctor cannot examine doctor cannot examine when patient is not there. Teachers cannot teach when a student is not there. Barber cannot provide a haircut when a customer is not there. So production and the consumption of the service at the same time. Next is inventory. You cannot inventory a particular product, or sorry, services. You can store a particular bottle, you can store a particular mobile, you can store a particular book, but you cannot store a particular service, right? So service cannot be stored for a future for sale and use. Once the opportunity to provide a service passes, it cannot be recovered at all. And unused service capacities result in a permanent loss because it cannot be inventory like physical goods. For example, a vacant hotel room for one night cannot be sold later. An empty airline seat loses its earning potential after departure, and unsold movie tickets cannot be carried forward to another show. So these are the characteristics of service, which is definitely a perishable one, right? You cannot store the service for a minute later, for an hour later, for a days later. It will be consumed when it is required. It will be stored when it cannot be stored once it is required. So product might be possible for product might be possible to store, product might be possible to sustain for a long period of time, but service cannot be sustained for a long period of time. You cannot store it in the warehouse, but you have to consume it simultaneously, right? So inventory or perishability aspect of a service will let you know that if the service is not consumed at any point of time, it will be totally lost for a business. It will be totally lost for the service provider. They cannot recover it at any cost. So definitely it's a perishable element existing in terms of service. Service definitely will perish if it is not used, but product will not be perished because it might be used for a later use. Next is your involvement. Customers often play an active role in the delivery of the services. Their participation influence both the process and the final outcome. The effectiveness of many service depends upon the interaction between the service provider and the customer. Better cooperation generally leads to higher satisfaction. For example, a student actively participate during the classroom learning, while patients provide information necessary for a medical diagnosis, and customers complete formalities while opening a bank account. So, involvement of the customer, involvement of the particular service provider, and the consumer, it might be a student, a patient, or a customer. So their involvement is definitely required if they want to consume the service, if they want to get the product delivered at their doorstep, whether it's in a classroom, whether it is a hospital, whether it's a banking area, or a bank account. So customers availability is very much required. So these are the five basics and important characteristics of the services. Here we have difference between the goods and services, as we have already discussed, and all the element of services which are definitely opposite to the goods. Whatever is feasible in terms of good, it is not feasible in terms of services, right? For example, you cannot own the services. Your production and consumption service is important. You cannot store the service. Uniformity in it means the consistency is not possible. Customer participation is very much required. So in these cases, service is very much important point when your customer should be present in a particular area, particular time, or at the time of production and the consumption. So service will definitely be available to the consumer as and when they available, as and when they present, as and when they are ready to consume the services. So definitely it's a difference between these goods and services. Definitely let you know how the goods are different from the services. Now, after understanding the meaning of the service, we are now exactly focusing on the element of business services, or the particular topic that is a business service, the name of the chapter. Business service are a specialized service that support the organization in carrying out their commercial activities efficiently. Instead of producing tangible goods, these service facilitates business operation by providing assistance in areas such as the finance, communication, insurance, transportations, and storage. Every business, irrespective of its size and its nature, depends on these services to ensure smooth functioning improve productivities, and achieve the organizational objective. So business service are definitely important from the business point of view because financing company, for example, financing company is giving its financial services to not only the organization but also to the customer. Communication services in which they are not available to the business, they are also available to the consumer. Insurance in the same way available to both consumer and the companies. Transportation is definitely available for produced goods or for the consumption for customer. And storage in terms of produced goods is also being important element for the business services. So every business, irrespective of its size and nature, depends on the service to ensure smooth functioning, improve productivity, and achieve the organization objective. Business services are often referred to as the backbone of business operation, right? So this is, you can see, the blood of the business operation. Services are backbone or the blood of the business operation. Without the services, your or product cannot reach to its client, cannot reach to its customer, right? For example, if you start from the raw material should be transported to the factories with the help of the transport service. If it is not available, you cannot send your raw material to a particular factory or to a particular place. So these transportation services are very much important because they enable enterprises to focus on their core activities while receiving expert support in other finance functional areas. So services are definitely working as a supporting hand for the production activity. Okay? So let me help you to understand different types of business services. It's a business service discussed in these chapters include the banking, insurance, postal services, telecommunication service, and your warehouse. So first of all, we are understanding the banking. A bank is a financial institution that accept the deposit from the public and utilize these funds for lending and investment. Banks act as intermediaries between the people who have a surplus money and those who require financial assistance. Besides accepting the deposit and granting the loan, bank also provide a variety of financial and advisory services that facilitate the trade and commerce. So this is very important topic about the banking. Banking in economics, you obviously study about the banking chapter. So this banking service is taking all information from that particular chapter, and but we are studying this chapter, this particular point from the banking service point of view. So we will understand the importance, types of banks, and their function. So what is the importance of banking? Let me help you. Bank contributes significantly to the economy by increasing the habit of saving, providing credit for a business and the personal needs. It will facilitate trade and industrial development. It will promote investment. It will definitely support the economic growth and definitely provide safe and a convenient payment system from the customer and the organization point of view. So these are the main importance of the banking services. Now let's understand types of banks. You have heard about the different types of bank that include the customer bank, commercial bank, cooperative bank, specialized bank, and central banks. So what do you mean by particular bank? Let me help you understand. First, you are studying about the commercial bank. Commercial bank like SBI, SDFC, IDBI, ICCI, Bank of Baroda, Punjab National Bank. So these are the commercial bank. They are providing the commercial service to customer or consumer or the banking or so say organization. So commercial banks are a financial institution that provide the banking services to individual, business, and other organizations. Their principal objective is to mobilize public savings and provide credit to various sectors of the economy. So these commercial banks definitely accept the deposit from the general public. They save their money in their account, and definitely they provide credit facilities or the loan facilities to various sector of the economy, whether it's related to the primary, secondary, and tertiary. So these banks perform a wide range of banking functions, including the accepting the demand deposit and granting the loans. Sometimes they provide the payment service, or they provide the payment service from on the behalf of the customer or the organization. So we have already known to the example, and now we are moving on the second bank, that is a cooperative bank. Cooperative banks are established under the cooperative principle with the objective of serving their member. So these kind of banks are definitely designed to serve its member, because only the member of these particular banks will definitely help each other. They primarily cater to the farmer, they primarily cater to the small trader, artisans, and cooperative society by providing the affordable financial assistance. The member of these particular banks collect the money and store in a particular bank, or in a particular account, and they provide money to the farmers, small trader, artisans, and other society member as and when required. These banks emphasize mutual cooperation rather than profit maximization. Next, we are focusing on a specialized bank. Specialized banks are created to provide financial assistance to the specific sector and industries. Their primary objective is to promote economic development in a specialized field. For example, if you want to provide financial assistance or financial lending services, you can provide agriculture, you can provide a foreign trade, you can provide for industrial development, you can provide for small scale industries, and for rural development. So these specialized banks definitely provide financial assistance to a specific sector, whether it's related to the agriculture, foreign trade, industrial development, small scale industries, or for rural development. So these are the specialized bank. Now we are focusing on central bank. Central bank, then we that we call it's a Reserve Bank of India. So every country has a central bank responsible for regulating its banking system and implementing the monetary policies. In India, this responsibility is performed particularly by Reserve Bank of India. RBI is the Central Bank of India, and this bank is responsible for controlling and regulating the commercial bank, its function, or you can say that it is very responsible for controlling the overall banking system of the economy. Sometimes they control the money issues or money supply. Sometimes they control the monetary policies. They organize their meeting on a time to time, and they take decisions about what their monetary policies, whether the particular repo rate, reverse repo rate should be increased or decreased, bank rate, and any other rates of related issues or related decision are lies with the central bank. So RBI supervise the bank and regulate the supply of money, manage the currency circulations, and maintain stability in the financial system. Now we understand what are the function of commercial bank. We have concluded different types of banks, and now we are moving to the function of the commercial bank. Commercial bank have two types of major function: primary function and your secondary function. Primary functions represent the basic banking activities performed by every commercial bank, as we have already discussed: accepting the deposit and advancing the loan. So acceptance of the deposit, one of the most important function of the commercial bank is to receive the deposit from customer. The deposit provide safety to the depositor and create a source of fund for the bank. Bank offer different types of deposit account to meet the varying customer need. First, they can open different type of account. They can have a saving deposit account. This account is mainly intended for individual who wish to save a portion of their income while retaining easy access to their money. Features of these particular saving account is it is suitable for salaried person or small savers, earn interest on deposit, allow limited withdrawals, and increases the regular savings. After discussing the saving account, now you can open the current deposit account. Current account are designed primarily for the business organization and individuals who carry out frequent financial transaction on day-to-day basis. Their features lies as below. Unlimited deposit and withdrawals. They generally does not earn interest. As a saving account earn the interest on their deposit, but the current deposit account does not earn interest because their withdrawal limits are quite high. They try to make the payment to other vendor or other uh, service provider on a different period of time. Sometime on a regular basis they have to avail the service, they have to send the payment. So in that case, current account deposit will not earn any kind of interest. They provide overdraft facilities in a many cases. They are suitable for a trader or a business firms. Trader and a business firm definitely provide service to the different wholesaler or a retailer, or sometimes they get the service from the raw material provider. So they definitely have to make the payment through the checks or through cash or sometime online. So they are using this particular kind of current account, and because of using this account on a regular basis or making the payment through this account on a regular basis, this bank account does not earn any interest at all. So you are working through this particular bank account if you are a trader or a business firm. Next is your fixed deposit account. Unlike this account, money is deposited for a predetermined period. The depositor agree not to withdraw the amount before maturity except under specified conditions. Features of these particular fixed deposit account: it will definitely earn the higher rate of interest. It will have a fixed maturity period and be suitable for a long term saving, because as your name suggests, this particular account name is your fixed deposit. This account having a fixed deposit for a long period of time, say 5 year, 10 year, or 15 year, and definitely it will earn a high rate of interest. It will have a fixed maturity period or a time, and it will definitely say the money will be safe for a long period of time. So this bank is very much important from the small saver or the people who want to save the money for their better future. So fixed deposit account is very much crucial from the banking point of view. Next, recurring deposit point of view. Sometimes you count it as a RD account, RD, recurring deposit account. So this account allows a customer to deposit a fixed amount at a regular interval for a specified period. It increases discipline, saving habit, and provide interest on the accumulated account. What is the difference between a fixed deposit account and a recurring deposit account? In a fixed deposit, your money is deposited for a particular period of time. During that particular time, you cannot withdraw or deposit any money out of it. But on a recurring deposit account, you can deposit every month, or say every quarter, sometime in a 6 month. But usually you have to deposit the money on on a particular month, or every month, you can say, in a form of 100 or a multiple of 100, 500,000, and whatever money you want to deposit. So fixed deposit is one time deposit that will continue for a particular time period until it mature, and recurring deposit account will allow you to deposit the a certain amount of money on a regular basis or a recurring basis, that also earn the money or earn the interest on this particular account. So these are the four major account that will help you to accept the money from the customer, from the consumer, and the customers can open different types of account in this particular in a particular bank, whether it's related with the saving, current account, fixed deposit, or their recurring deposit. Next, we are studying the second function of the primary function, that is the lending of the fund. Once you have understood about accepting the deposit from the general public, now we are studying about lending of the fund, lending of the money, or say sometimes you can call it advancing the loan. So after accepting the deposit, bank utilize a significant portion of these funds by providing a loan and advances. Lending generates income for banks and supplies fund required for business and the economic development. Commercial bank provide financials through different methods. They are able to provide the funds, or they are able to advancing the loan through the cash credit, overdraft, loan facilities, and discounting of bill of exchange, etc. What is the cash credit? Bank permit borrower to withdraw money up to a sanctioned limit against the approved security. Interest is charged only on the amount actually utilized. Second is overdraft. An overdraft allow account holders to withdraw more money than the balance available in their current account up to an approval limit. And these facilities help business meet temporary financial shortage. This particular overdraft facilities will definitely help you to uh, complete or meet your short-term requirement of the money, short-term requirement of your working capital. So this is very much fundamental, and most of the business organizations avail this kind of overdraft facility. Third one is your loan. Bank provide loan for a specific purpose, such as a business expansion, purchase of a machinery, housing. So this particular loan facilities is this particular loan facility is available to both organization and to the customer. From the organization point of view, the business from the organization point of view, organizations take the advance loan from the bank for business expansion or for purchasing the assets in terms of machinery or any other building or premises. In terms of housing, it is good for customers can also take loan for purchasing a particular house or for constructing a particular house, so they can also take the loan from the bank. Next is your education and personal requirement. Sometime education loan you can take from the bank. Sometime for your personal requirement you can take the personal loan from the particular commercial bank. So bank will definitely help you by providing this kind of loan and facility. So repayment is generally made in installment along with the interest. Next is your discounting of the bill of exchange. Bank purchase bill of exchange before their due date after deducting a discount. This provides immediate funds to the business while the bank collects the full amount from the acceptor in on maturity. So discounting of the bill of exchange is important, and it will definitely help you to earn the money, or you can get your money from the particular bank in advance through a particular bill of exchange. Basically, bill of exchange is a particular a document, or say a negotiation bills in which a vendor or say supplier of the goods get in return from the its customer or from the other organization that they have purchased the goods from him, and the amount will be paid after 90 days or 45 days. So accepting a particular bill which is written by the seller of the goods to the acceptor of the goods. Acceptor of the goods will undersign or accept that that particular organization has taken the loan. Organization has taken the goods from the particular seller, and the seller can get this particular bill of exchange redeemed, or they can get it discounted through the bank before the maturity date. And at the maturity date, the bank will recover the amount from the acceptor of the particular goods, or the uh, vendor to whom the goods has been sold. So this is how your discounting of bill of exchange will work. Next is your secondary function. After studying your primary function, we are moving the secondary function. In addition to the primary function, commercial bank provides several supplementary services for the convenience of the customer. They are broadly classified into agency function and general utility function. Bank act as a representative of their customer and perform various financial transactions on their behalf. Many major agencies' function include collection of the cheese, draft and bills, collection of the dividend interest, payment of insurance premium, payment of utility bills, transfer of funds from one account to another, purchase and the sale of the securities, and acting as a trustee, executor, and attorney when authorized. So, in this way, a particular bank may provide the agency function to its to various organizations and to its customers. Next, we are understanding about the general utility function. Commercial banks also provide several value-added services to the customer. These include safe deposit locker facilities, traveler's check for a traveling or tourism point of view, issue of a credit card and debit card, as you know it very well, foreign exchange services to exchange your money into the particular currency's currency. When you are willing to visit a particular country, then you can get your money exchange from the foreign exchange services, and that is particularly done through your banking service or bank commercial bank. ATM facilities, you know it very well. Bank guarantee is also provided by the bank to the particular organization. Sometimes it's a service provider, sometimes it's a product seller, sometimes it's a for export and import of goods and services. So bank provide guarantees. And at last, financial advice and the consultancy. So these are the general utility function that is provided by the commercial bank to its organization, to various organization and its customer. Next is we are considering our point, electronic bank. We have already discussed our primary function and secondary function. Now we are focusing on next important element or important topic, that is electronic banking, or say sometimes you call it e-banking. E-banking, it's a electronic banking, commonly known as e-banking, refers to the delivery of banking services through electronic channel. Right? It enables a customer to access banking facilities without visiting a bank branches. Digital technology has transformed banking by making the financial transaction faster, safer, and more convenient. Right? So in today's modern world, when you are experiencing the particular banking services, so each and every bank has provided its application, its a website, or banking services to its customer, to the various organization who are their customer for a particular product or services. So these e-banking services allow the customer or the organization to make the various transaction or make the various uh, entries through the particular application or through that particular website. Through the website, a customers can enter into their account. They can make the various transaction through the NEFT, RTGS, and IMPS. In the same way, business organizations or service providers can avail this kind of services. They also make payment to their supplier, their vendors, and sometimes they can get the money from the customer, and they can transfer the money from their account to any other person to whom they are concerned, and they can send the amount or the money. So these are the e-banking facilities which is definitely provided by the bank. It not only provide transaction facilities, it also provide various other facilities in which they can check their account, whether they have taken the loan. They can check their loan amount facilities. They can check the outstanding loan amount. They can check sometimes provisional certificates of interest. Sometimes they can check their provisional certificate of outstanding amount. They can also verify their address and the mobile phones and addresses of the business organization and the address of the houses of the customer. So various other banking services are available through this particular point. So major e-banking services are as follows. First is internet banking, mobile banking, ATM transaction, debit card payment, credit card payment, all you can done through the application. Electronic fund transfer, EFT, NEFT, RTGS, IMPS, as we have discussed, I have told you, and UPI. Through the UPI at the present, you are making a payment to the UPI, which will allow you to send money at any point of time, 24 by 7, and you can send to any person or in any account. So this is very fundamental of electronic banking. What are the advantages of e-banking? Let me help you to understand. Electronic banking offers several benefits to both the customer and the bank. First, let me help you understand what are the benefits to the customer of e-banking. Access to the banking services at any time. You can avail these kind of banking services 24 by 7. You can make a faster financial payment. You can send the money at any point of time throughout the days, and 24 by 7. You can reduce the need to visit the bank branches, and you are having convenient payment of a utility bills. Even though you can you can set a auto debit schedule for your different bills, or you can say utility bills, that will allow you to auto debit the amount for your or utility bill, and you do not have to worry. They will conveniently deduct the amount from your account and deposit to the vendor's account in the due course of time. After this, we will understand the insurance, but in the next video, I will let you know this particular insurance and related factor. So this is all for today, and thank you for listening. If you like this particular video, then you can share, subscribe, and send this particular link to someone who is definitely required this kind of knowledge. You can send it to the person who are uh, appearing for the competitive exams, CUT exams, sometime BBA, MBA they are having, or pursuing a particular course, then you can send this particular video to them. So thank you very much for this time, and see you in the next video. Till then, have a nice day and take care.